losing a parent 28 years later. There's nothing that can ever replace missed conversations, moments, laughter, dance contests. For me, January 7th, 1997 was a day that I would never forget that changed my life forever. It was a day that went well as any other day. I remember exactly what I was doing. I remember coming home that day with my homeboy, my best friend, Keith, and we was watching a documentary called Harambe. And it was for a paper that I was in called Children's Express. They wanted me to do a review on it. So me trying to get my homeboy and my best friend to be a part of it, I told him to come to the house so we can watch Harambe, which is like an African American documentary. I think it's like a docu-series or something like that. So he comes over and we kicking it and we're, hanging out, going peer in my mom's room. And, she looks like she was asleep to me. So I went back and we were just kicking it and just really connecting. Later on in the evening, my boy goes home. All right, man, see you, man. And in my house, it was always a thing that whoever went to bed first, the other person would go and cut off the lights and close the doors and lock everything up. And so that's what I did. And so making sure, cutting off the lights, I go into my mom's room and she still looks asleep. But, I went and I remember saying, Mama, when shook the edge of the bed. And from there, I knew immediately that something was wrong. From there, I could see my mom's eyes open. And she wasn't responding. And so that was one of the telltale signs that something was really wrong. I think one of the most, traumatic experiences is ever watching someone deceased eyes, dilated pupils of someone that passed on is something that haunts me to this day. But once that happened, I knew exactly that, hey, my life is going to be different. And I was in 8th grade. So I was 13 years old, 8th grade, getting ready for high school. And I have this big traumatic experience that happens where the only woman I ever knew in my life, my mother, passed away. And just a lot of things. So for me, my mom played a big role in my life as far as just setting the foundation. We're the same sign. We're both Aries. Yeah. So, that was just something that was really, really important to me. The most important thing that my mom told me when I look back and I reflect, because our birthdays are so close together, hers is on the 25th and mine is on the 30th. The best thing she told me that I was her birthday gift. And it brought tears to my eyes, you know what I mean? And it just made me really think. My mom was like 26 years old when she had me. And so I was able to be with her from 26 to she died at 39. And so from there, it just, as you get older, you start to really reminisce. I remember the first couple of Mother's Days was really hard. After my mom died, I went to my aunt's in Richmond for about a month and a half while I was going through custody. And then eventually she ended up shipping me to my father, who I never knew, to Southern California. So this was just like a crazy, crazy time. I mean, this is a time of, we're talking about 1997, January 1997. So Tupac had just died in September of 96. So people were still kind of going and reeling off of that. And in my personal family, I had already had 2 people pass on, my grandmother and my great-grandmother, who had died within the past 12 months prior to that. So I had already been going to funerals, and this was like the third. And I heard, that they say that death comes in threes. So for me, this was a big, big change. And I remember, going to Richmond and then going to Southern California, where I went to high school, and just life being different. And so the thing that I reflect on now, as I'm, getting older, as 41, it's just to really honor my mom and everything that I do. From her death, I was been able to kind of really cherish moments and capture moments, and that really helped me as a creative and as a photographer to be able to kind of find beauty and be able to share it with people. So I'm really grateful. I think one of the things I'm really reflective on is that my mom didn't get a chance to see as many things I was able to accomplish. And so those are the things that's really hard. Been to Africa 2 times, alhamdulillah, and my mom didn't get a chance to see none of that. I don't even think my mom got a chance to take a flight in her life. And so just a lot of things that now I get a chance to appreciate, and she's not here. So I'm going to take y'all today. We're going to go get some flowers from the store, and then take my son and go out to the gravesite and just, kind of check it out and spend a couple minutes there and just kind of be in that space. So I'll bring y'all along. All right. But thank y'all for listening. And if you haven't already, subscribe, share a comment, and just let me know if this resonates with y'all, man. So thank y'all for listening. See you in a bit.